We're looking for a dude. Forget his name. Merwald. He's supposedly in this castle. Don't know if he's alive. Don't know if he's sane, if he is alive. So I guess we'll find out. We're gonna be going around the castle, seeing if Merwald is in here. If he's not, I guess we'll find somewhere else to find him. And if he is, I hope he's easy to kill, because I feel like that's probably gonna lead. That's probably where it's going to lead to. Mother.
Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent, and no complaints. You've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Just like we agreed, right? She watches you out of the corner of her eye. Say nothing.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
And wicked people like Tony Hawk, dude. So wicked. Man. Frick.
Remind me what happened to, my father.
Before you were born, the Glandfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
Spiders. Are they spiders? Yeah. Oh, let's see, it's good. Oh, whoa, hold on. You gotta go here, buddy. Wow, there's so many, bruh. Boom! Okay, hold on. Who's hurt? He's fine, though. Nice. Dude! Bing! Love that. Okay, hold on. Commander. A spectral man arrayed in armor and an officer's cloak studies a single sheet of paper. You can see straight through it to the ducal and Aedire insignias on his breastplate. He seems to read over the page several times before looking up at you. When he does, his expression is unreadable.
There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch.
His voice falters and he shakes his head. The hand holding the paper drops to his side.
The instructions come from Admet Hadred himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out, or let them blaze if they won't.
A ghostly sigh forms a mist in front of his lips.
It'll make this even shorter than the Broken Stone War, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts. I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Bareth will have his work cut out for him tonight.
Interesting. 2 wars. So the first one that we encountered was the Broken Stone War, and then this one is a different one, I imagine. Save. We just saved.
Almost time. Di and Heather scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now. Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you'd gotten the rest of the clan riled up. No one wants it said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the foreigners desecrated our ruins.
The Rio? The ragged stripes of paint on his face twist as he laughs.
You may not like them, but they're still our elders, for now.
A dead gray tooth peers from between his lips.
That was clever, drawing the support of the community first. By the time you approached the Riao, you had no choice but to support us. There's no doubt you'll join their ranks one day, so long as no farmer's pitchfork fells you tonight.
The tribes need more leaders like you. Women who value deeds over words.
He reaches toward your cheek, but stops midway. His splayed fingers quivering as His splayed fingers quivering as a tremor of doubt runs through him.
You were right. We were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all.
Yeah!
Okay. Hello? Oh shit.
No.
Who the fuck?
Keep
Oh,
away from us.
Merwald.
Leave us!
A large, liver-spotted man, barrel-chested and paunchy, cowers in the far corner of the room. His white hair a tangled, stringy mess. Stringy mess. He covers his face and chest with trembling hands, unable to look in your direction.
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Merwald? He looks up over his hand, the muscles around his eyes twitching, and begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses, as though having an argument. All at once, he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly, and he looks you dead in the eye, like a cornered animal about to pounce. His voice turns suddenly raspy.
Meowald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit.
Ooh. You better start making some sense right now, or you'll get worse than any spirit could give. Yeah! That's crazy. Please, there's something wrong with me. I need Merwald's help. Let's just start with Emma Watcher. I feel like that'll dispel some of the stuff.
Meowald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
To speak to Meowald? Meowald, whose touch is poison. Meowald, who knows not his effect.
I was told I am a Watcher, and that you could tell me more about it. And about, a tablet of some worth after that. Once you two are finished, of course.
The window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Peer and reach into it, speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead. An empath.
An empath! Shout out.
See them
There it
back.
can go.
Used it to help beings in both realms, did I? What the gods wanted of me, thought I.
Oh, Yoda? Hold on. I need to fix the audio.
The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged.
Damn, he turned into Green Goblin. Willem Dafoe Green Goblin super quickly. He turned into that guy super fast.
It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
This is, yeah, he's basically Green Goblin from Spider-Man 1. The way he's like freaking out and shit.
Little I knew.
I was accosted by spirits on my way here. What do they want?
No, no! Forgive me! Forgive me!
Merwald staggers backward, staring off at some imagined phantom. He covers his mouth with his hand, his breaths convulsing, his eyes red and exhausted. You seem to have lost your mind.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening.
Aloth's eyes narrow as he looks at the old man. What could a simple awakening have driven you to this? You mean you remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory. Personality. Identity. Any might resurface. Or all.
I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Meowald has lost control. Meowald's body no more.
The spirits I passed, what are they?
Spirits and not spirits. Always whispering to Meowald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Meowald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
The spirits are memories from previous lives?
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Meowald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
How do you tell a spirit from a memory?
Fragmented are memories, stuck in time, mindless, cruel, never far.
I've seen apparitions like those elsewhere, since I became a watcher.
Oh no, 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 no. You too. You too.
All at once, in spite of his abject misery, his expression changes to one of utmost sympathy. Poor man! Poor man!
They will take you too.
Told you a watcher is not to be trusted. Was to be expected when one makes a habit of seeing what's not meant for mortal eyes, if not madness. Looks as though our journey together may be a short one.
You're saying I'll end up like you.
So fragile, the Watcher's mind. So real, his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
How do these past lives still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder. Soldier and marauder and Meowald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
War of Tree. Oh, of course. The Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. This was in the early period of Aediran colonization, fighting between the Direwood colonists and the native Glenfathans, you see. But that was a long time ago.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I met one of your memory spirits. There was talk of raiding a village. Meerwald's voice becomes raspy, and he is somewhere else in place and time, speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Addy a bitch an heir that belongs in Air Glodfath.
Oh, shit. Meerwald cringes himself again, watching something he can't bear to see. Shaking his head over and over, he wails, "Holy shit, this writing is cursed."
His soul is marked by flame, and those marks will never heal. His trial has broken him, but better that than to live in weakness.
Terrible things happen in war. Living with what you've done is its own penance. This is a very, like, Vinland Saga Season 2. That's a very Season 2 answer right there.
The boy. The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
The baby conceived by the raider. What do you mean it was a vessel for him?
For the soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
And that was his mother I met in the keep. She told him his father was killed by the raiders, raised for the fire.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the Nine Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
What? So he came back in his next life to burn his own clan? No wonder he's such a mess now. That'll stain you right down to your soul.
Mirwald's shoulders slump. He rocks back and forth, agitated. He mutters to himself, oblivious to your presence.
Soldier and marauder, lies and vengeance, and dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
Whatever the reason, I don't think we're meant to know.
How little we know.
If I'm awakened to a past life, how would that have happened?
You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives, they dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own. Meerwald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood and screams.
His face trembles involuntarily. There must be some way to make these memories go away.
No. Always there. Always remembered. Can't forget. Can't unsee.
I didn't just remember. Someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and a queen. There was a man there. He seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead. Books of burden. Queens that were. Known to me are they. The leaden key.
This guy's speaking like Yoda, bro.
The leaden key? Seems we share an enemy, killed. Assassins and Watcher Wakers both. They certainly keep busy.
If the leaden key caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawakened? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
What can you tell me about this leaden key?
Secrets. Secrets and deceptions and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
Who is this queen they pray to?
Woodica, goddess, crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose?
Do you know where I might find the leaden key?
City of Defiance. Never far from the Queen.
I need to go so I can search for this man from the leaden key.
Sleep well. Sleep well.
Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adia land thieves than take orders from me.
I'm gonna piss. I'll be right back. Hold on. Take it easy. I'm not going to betray anyone. I'd sooner do a lot of things than take orders from a lunatic. I'm leaving. You're confusing me with someone from a past life. I'm leaving.
Your betrayal is for nothing.
Bruh.
Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it.
Oh, here's a grimoire. I don't
Beg
mind.
for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
I wouldn't mind taking him on if that means getting his grimoire, because that, honestly, very nice. I wouldn't mind that. Who's that? Small Flame Blight Spirit bars. Okay. Well, let's begin. He's gonna do the first move. Okay. Follow suit. I have wounds. I'm gonna kick the fuck out of this guy. Boom! There is a change in the air of the keep. What was thick and suffocating feels to you somehow more breathable, as though yielding to a conquering invader. Merwald's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There is something unique about this soul in this place. A bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palpable to you, as though even in death, the keep knows its former master, and the former master remembers his keep. Hailed was granted Speaker to the Restless. Whoa! In your mind's eye, the bond seems to you as a frayed rope, ghostly and alive. Its frayed ends writhing like tide pool anemones, and you find that if you concentrate on it, you have the ability to manipulate its strands. Draw upon the energy of the rope itself, siphoning knowledge from the connection. Okay, bit of a menace. I kind of want to try that. You turn both ends of the rope towards you, bringing them into contact with your essence, and as you do, the fibers turn to copper, and through them, an energy is conducted into your being. You are traveling downward now, beneath the place you stand, seeing places dank and cobwebbed and malignant, like some untended garden overgrown with flora and overrun with vermin. Below everything, at the very bottom, you glimpse for an instant some being you can't quite make out, presiding over it all with brilliant and terrifying power. One image remains in your perception. A circular room with a stone table that resembles the sun, in an area guarded by suits of armor that move of their own volition. It is deep, not far from the very bottom. There is a door in that room, invisible to all but the most fastidious of eyes, and beyond it, something shimmering, something powerful. As the image fades, you find yourself in Caed Nua once more. Merwald's soul is nowhere to be seen. Okay, so we get it, Grimoire.